begin by wishing everybody a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. I hope you're taking this time to relax with friends and family, away from the chaotic hustle and bustle of the modern world. 2022 has been a year of pleasant surprises for both the New Columbia movement and for our culture as a whole. Our movement has grown in both numbers and influence to a level that was never anticipated. In the culture war, we saw a glint of light at the end of the tunnel back in June when the Supreme Court overturned the long-standing decision of Roe. These things and others are achievements that we should all look back on and be proud of. Certainly many of us probably came into the year, and certainly I'm no exception, with a rather bleak outlook on the world. Many likely still have these feelings, and it's easy to become black-pilled when you put into perspective the times in which we live. The degradation of the church, collapse of our institutions, widespread corruption, LGBT perversions going mainstream, open abuse of children, the drug crisis, and of course the ever-looming threat of global conflict, just to name a few. Our thoughts can easily be dogpiled by the immensity of the threats which we face. So if you're like me, you've probably asked yourself at least once or twice, why me, God? Why here? Why now? The answer is, I think, as the meme goes, born too late to explore the world, born too early to explore the stars, born just in time to save the West. Our mission and our focus as an organization, and moreover as faithful Christians, has implications far beyond our imagining. Our great fortune is that we've been placed on this earth at a time when the battle lines are drawn so clearly, and the cause is so great, that all we have to do to win is have the courage to act. Know, though, that our prize is not guaranteed in this life, and nor should it be. Otherwise, courage wouldn't be necessary. Courage is not simply one of the virtues, but the form of every virtue at the testing point, which means at the point of highest reality. C.S. Lewis. The challenge we face today is to live authentically in truth at a time when the world recognizes no such thing. To not just be faithful in the silence of our hearts, but to be faithful in the boldness of our actions. To be accountable to the natural laws by which we are bound, and to hold accountable those who seek revolution against such values. We are the vanguard, the crack troops in Christ's army. Viewing yourself in any other way is going to be self-defeating. God chose you for this fight, so don't be so audacious to question his judgment. He knows what you're capable of. It's around this time of year when resolutions are being formed and commitments are being made. One of the great things about our organization is that so many people have found refuge in it as a way of circumnavigating that feeling of isolation in a world so devoid of truth. But just limiting ourselves to mutual commiseration is not our mission, nor is it a winning strategy. So the challenge this year is this. Consider what improvements that you're going to make in your life to equip yourself to be a better soldier of Christ. The men to the left and right of you are counting on you, so do not waver. And when the sound to charge is called, do not hesitate. For the strength of the pack is the wolf, and the strength of the wolf is the pack. Joseph Kipling. Now, for a generation that grew up on participation trophies, there's some ironic amusement in seeing that the greatest challenge we face as a cultural movement is simply getting people to show up. This is not exclusive to the NCM or any other fraternity. No doubt it's easy to get bogged down in the minutiae of our day-to-day tasks between work, family, and recreation. Sometimes it can feel like we don't have time for anything else. The fact is, we do, and it's merely a matter of prioritization. If the Christian right embodied the same zeal and dedication to the cause that is so often displayed by the left, then this country would be ours in a week. But we don't. And so we allow ourselves to be trampled by an opponent so disillusioned with reality that I can scarcely bring myself to call them a worthy adversary. One scroll through a Libs of TikTok account should have you seriously questioning why you're not winning. The future belongs to those who show up. Mark Stein. The potential for this organization in the new year and beyond is limitless. Much is to come, and I cannot wait to see what we're going to accomplish next. To all those who have contributed to the success of the organization and continue to contribute, thank you. It's been the greatest of pleasures getting to know everyone involved in this organization and building fraternal bonds I know will last a lifetime. As we launch into 2023, we wonder what new challenges may lie in wait for us. There's no doubt that this is still very much an uphill battle, but it's our duty to fight nonetheless. I implore all of you this year to begin with the end in mind. We're surrounded by passionate, convicted, and uncompromising men, but these same great virtues can be the siege works by which our movement is destroyed if we lose sight of our goals. But together, I know that we're unstoppable. After all, if God is for us, who could be against us? Happy New Year and God bless.